And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so we are on page 242, playing chord progressions with the 2 chord. Take your right hand at the top of the page, number 1. Let's do it. You have this root position C chord, C, E, G. Then you have your 4-6-4 chord, C, F, A. Then they want us to do a root position 2 chord. Thumb goes up a step to get to the D. Look at your hand, D, F, A. This is a D minor chord in the key of C major. Indeed, it is a root position chord based on the 2nd scale degree. So when it's key of C, we've gone up to D. Then we play our 5-6-5 chord and the 1 chord. Do it again, please. To 4-6-4. Thumb goes up to get to the D root position. 5-6-5 and the 1 chord. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it in your left hand. You can think about in the key of C major, a 2 chord is going to be based on the 2nd scale degree D. It's our DFA chord. Right. Left hand, play. 1, 4-6-4. Now look, reposition the hand 5-3-1 and the 5-6-5 chord and the 1 chord. Good. Let's do it again. Ready, play. You get the 1 chord, 4, 2 chord, 5-6-5, 1. Good. All right. On your own, you can practice and try that hands together. Now, when we go to number 2, what we have to realize is our 2 chord, DFA. Frequently, when we use this in music, it's in a first inversion kind of shape. And we do that because when the first inversion, then you have F on bottom, and so it can kind of substitute for our 4 chord instead of 1, 4, 5-6-5, 1. We can go 1. Here's our 2-6 chord, 5-6-5, and 1. So it's a slightly different sound for a cadence, but it still functions very nicely for us because you get the the F on bottom. All right, look at example number 2, and let's practice this. So you got a root position C chord up high, and then you're going to move down to thumb on the F, F, A, D. There's our 2 chord in root position. Look, instead of the D here, the D's up on top. D, F, A. So it's F, A, D. Next chord is G on bottom with a C and an E. It's a 1 chord in 6-4 inversion going to 5-7. Look at this chord for a second. Our full 5-7 chord will be G, B, D, and F. We're just leaving the D out of that chord. So we have 3 notes, and then on to a C major chord. All right, play the whole progression. Right hand. See? Now the 2-6, 1-6-4, 5-7, and the 1 chord. All right, left hand. Let's look at it. You have the 1 chord. Notice they move us down to the 2-6 chord. F, A with a D on top. Then here's our 1-6-4. C, E. Instead of the G being here, we put it on bottom. Notice that leaves the 5th scale degree on bottom. So when you go to the 5-7 chord, the bottom of that chord doesn't have to change. 1-6-4, 5-7, and on to 1. Play your left hand again. 1, down to 2-6, 1-6-4, 5-7, and 1. Excellent. All right, now we're going to look at exercise 10-1 in the middle of page 242. This is the same progression we just played, except they're splitting between the hands. Look at your left hand first. Look, your left hand is going to play the bottom notes of these chords. So you've got the 1 chord to C. The bottom of a 2-6 is F. Then you get the bottom of a 1-6-4, which is the G, and repeat the G, and come down. Do it again. 1-6-4, 5-7, 1. The right hand, they've just given you different inversions to play. Look, they're starting with the first inversion of a 1 chord, but because you have the root of the chord down here in the bottom, it's still a root position chord altogether. You've got C on bottom with the E, G, and C here. Then all the notes go up to get this inversion of the 2 chord. Then your left hand comes up to the G, but your right hand can come back down to this first inversion, and then you're going to get F, G, B for the 5-7 and on to 1. Do your right hand again. So you have E, G, C. Everything moves up by a step, comes back down, Then look, the outer notes come together to the F and the B, and they spread back out to the E and the C. Hands together, let's play it. So this is a 1 chord. Here's our 2-6. Pause and look at this for a second. Our 2 chord is D and F and A. You have the F in the bottom, so it's a first inversion chord. Your right hand has D on top and then F and A, so this is our 2-6 chord. Next chord, left hand goes to G, right hand comes down. Look, this is a C major chord. C is at the top of the right hand. You have the E and the G. You have G on bottom in your left hand, so it's in 6-4 inversion, second inversion. And then you get this next one. G's on bottom, so it's a 5 chord. Here's the 7th, there's the G, there's the 3rd, and then back to 1. Okay, play the whole progression. Get 1, 2-6, 1-6-4, 5-7, and 1. And look, then they move you up to F major, and you do the whole thing again. You have to remember the 1 flat, the B flat, and F major. So left hand starts on F, right hand is on the A, C with the F on top. Play that. Now look, the right hand moves up, left hand too, you get the B flats. Then the right hand comes back down while the left hand goes up to the C. Here's our 5-7 chord position and the 1 chord. Then they move you up to G major, just one set of notes, and you do it again. Here's our G, there's B, D, G, play it. Next chord. Here's the 1-6-4 and the 5-7 and the 1, 2. Shift back to C major and we do it again. 1, 2-6, 1-6-4, 5-7, 1. All right. So I'm trying to both kind of talk you through the theory and how to make your hands work for this example, right? On your own, as you go back and practice it, make sure you understand the theory. What's my 2 chord? If I'm in C major, that's a D minor chord. What are the notes? D, F, and A. Why is this the 2-6 chord? Oh, because it's got F on bottom. It's a 2 chord in first inversion, and then my right hand is just covering the other notes. Right. So make sure you check through to reinforce the theory knowledge as we go through all that.